Imagine building complex artificial intimacy, only to realize you still need a human chaperone just to make sure the bots are actually behaving.
Hmm.
We are browsing AIagentstore.ai today, like we always do, and looking at this listing in the Research AI Agents category called Call Your Girlfriend.
Right, which sounds totally different than what it actually is.
Exactly. With a name like that, you'd assume it's just another virtual companion, but it's actually the exact opposite. It's essentially like Consumer Reports for AI relationship tech. Okay, let's unpack this. Why do we even need a manual, human-driven review site for bots?
Well, because the market for browser-based virtual companions is just an absolute black box right now. Users don't really know what's operating under the hood.
You just sign up and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. So this site fills that crucial gap by deploying actual human testers. They manually stress test the free and premium tiers of these platforms like Candy AI, Girlfriend GPT, and Crush On AI.
Oh, wow. So they're literally in there testing the mechanics of the chat.
Exactly. They evaluate conversation quality, memory retention, image generation, and especially the fine print on data privacy.
Wait, let's look at the memory thing. How do you actually manually test an AI's memory?
Yeah.
Because it's not like running a quick benchmark script, right?
No, not at all. You basically have to socially engineer the language model. So a tester will drop a highly specific, casual detail into the chat.
Like what, like a fictional job interview or something?
Yeah, or a childhood pet's name. Then they log out, come back like 3 days later, talk about completely unrelated topics, and just wait to see if the bot can organically recall that detail without being prompted.
Wow. Because large language models notoriously struggle with those long context windows.
Oh, yeah. They either hallucinate details entirely or they just completely drop the thread.
So a human is basically doing a stakeout on the bot's context window.
That is wild. And what about the privacy side? I imagine the stakes are inherently higher when people are pouring their hearts out to a digital companion. The stakes are massive.
Yeah.
I mean, testers are combing through the terms of service that most users just blindly accept.
Right. Nobody reads those things.
No, they're checking if a platform claims the right to sell your intimate chat logs to third-party advertisers, or if they're using your private conversations to train their next-generation models.
And an automated scraper would probably just miss all the legal loopholes in those policies.
Exactly, which is why manual human scrutiny is so critical there.
Okay, that makes sense. But I kind of have to push back on the premise here for a second.
Sure.
We're looking at this on an AI agent platform, right? How intelligent is this specific tool actually? Because reading terms of service and manually testing memory sounds exactly like a traditional blog.
Yeah, that is a very fair point. Just look at the listing's own statistics. It has an autonomy level of exactly 6%.
Wait, 6%? That's essentially just a static web page.
It is. What's fascinating here is that the content is completely static and human-written. There's zero autonomous chat, no on-the-fly decision-making.
So no dynamic behavior at all.
Right. If it isn't an autonomous bot, you have to ask who is actually benefiting from it.
Yeah, who is the target audience for this?
Well, it highlights a few specific groups. It's built for researchers, tech journalists, content creators, and founders who are studying the whole relationship tech industry.
Oh, okay, so it's an industry resource.
Yeah, it operates as a totally free, closed-source resource. And honestly, despite having practically zero autonomy, it's sitting at a 53% popularity level on the platform.
Which just goes to show the demand for curated human analysis of these tools is very real.
It really is. And I think that leaves us with this fascinating paradox to think about.
What's that?
As virtual companions become increasingly advanced, mimicking empathy and complex human emotion, it is deeply ironic that we still strictly rely on manual human testing to evaluate the quality of that artificial intimacy.
That is such a wild thought.
Yeah.
The algorithms are evolving rapidly, but we still need human intuition to grade the connection.
Exactly. It really begs the question of how human curation is going to have to adapt to keep up.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Well, you can check out the listing yourself over at AIagentstore.ai. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and a huge thank you to everyone taking the time to rate the podcast, keep questioning the algorithms, and we will catch you on the next one.